Hey guys, welcome back. My name is Crystal, and on today's video I will be working on this little vintage antique bookshelf.
So we have some damage here on the top. Looks like there was probably a plant or something sitting here at one time. The shelves are all removable. It's not in too bad condition.
I'm starting off by removing the shelves and the little shelf mounting hardware. By using a 120 grit sandpaper and my orbital sander to remove the old finish on the shelves. I'm using a metal putty knife to remove the back piece to make everything easier to work on. And then I'm just going to use some straight vinegar and a paper towel to clean it really well. This thing was really dirty, you guys. So dirty. I'm going to be decoupaging a Mint by Michelle paper onto this back piece, but first I need to lay down a couple of coats of this white chalk paint, and I'm just using the Waverly brand in the color called Plaster. The white paint gives a base for the paper, and so the image will pop. And it also covers up any of the colors or imperfections that might show through the paper. I needed about 3 coats to get full coverage on the entire thing. This is my very first time using Mint by Michelle paper to decoupage, and I watched many of Vonboo furniture design videos to find the best way to apply this. I'm using this triple thick polyurethane sealer as my adhesive, and I'm applying it with my brush, and then I'm going to lay this down as even as possible. And then I took a wallpaper tool with the felt tip on it, and I wrapped it with the plastic that the paper came in, and I used that to smooth out any wrinkles or bubbles. And I waited a little bit too long to apply the paper onto the sealer, so I did have to reapply my triple thick polyurethane sealer underneath of the paper because it had already dried by the time I had applied the paper to the polyurethane sealer. Vani's video tutorials were extremely helpful for me and learning on the best way to apply this paper. I did keep my mister bottle handy, and I lightly misted the paper on the back side. Misting the paper almost seemed like it helped the paper stretch a little bit. It was really easy to work with this paper. I had such a great experience with it. I just worked in small sections at a time, and I would lay down a strip of that polyurethane sealer top coat, and I would make sure to pull my paper back just a little bit. That way I made sure if I missed any spots that I had some of that sealer underneath of it. And I just used my wallpaper tool wrapped with that plastic to smooth out any of the bubbles and to press that paper down into the top coat. I very quickly got that technique down that Bonnie teaches over on her YouTube channel. Lightly mist the paper, apply a small section of the top coat, pull back on your paper, and make sure you apply underneath where you've already applied it. Lay it back down. Take your wallpaper tool wrapped in the plastic and smooth out any bubbles or wrinkles. I'm going to link Vani's channel down below in the description box, as well as the Mint by Michelle website, so that way if you are interested in watching some of Vani's videos and her extremely helpful tutorials, and if you are interested in purchasing some of the gorgeous Mint by Michelle papers, you can find it there. I'm hooked, you guys. I love this paper so much. I gave the whole thing a nice scuff sand because I originally thought I was going to paint it, but then I changed my mind. I had to do a lot of hand sanding, and my friend Dar from DIYs by Dar sent me these really awesome little sanding tools that made the job so much easier. You just wrap your piece of sandpaper around them, and it comes in like a pack with all these different shapes and sizes. So it works great for many different curves or insets or detailed areas that you need to hand sand.
I've changed my mind. I ended up sanding everything down. I love this wood, and the rich red tones actually pull out a lot of the reds and the browns in that decoupage paper. So I think that this is going to be the best choice, and yeah, it's certainly going to be easier than my original plan. But yeah, I think it's gonna look nice. Here's a little preview. I'm really digging it.
I use the spray lacquer to seal the paper.
I'm gonna use this Varathane pre-stain wood conditioner, and per the instructions, you wipe it on, and after 2 to 5 minutes, you wipe it on. Wipe it on. Make sure your surface is clean and dry and everything before you do this. Go in the direction of the wood grain. Allow the wood conditioner to penetrate the wood completely. And then wipe it off.
To blend out this paper, I'm using a handful of different colors of paint. First, I applied it with an artist brush and I just tapped it on. And then I'm using a very soft bristled brush, and I am tapping and swirling to blend that paint out. I add some lighter gray colors, and I'm blending all that together with the same exact soft bristled brush. And I'm bringing out the colors in the paper as much as I can. And I'm gonna kind of create like a vignette around this image. So I am bringing that dark black color up around the sides and up along the edges where I have that white space. I just keep bringing in the colors that I'm seeing in this paper, using a very small amount on my soft bristled brush is key because that just redeposits very small amounts of paint while you are swirling that paint around onto the paper. So it actually almost changes the color of the paper that you are depositing your paint onto. So that helps blend the image out if you don't have the exact colors that are in that paper. I like to keep a damp cloth or rag handy as well. If for some reason I get too much paint on, I can remove it. And it also helps blend your paint into the paper as well by using a swirling motion or a tapping motion. Hopefully this all makes sense, you guys. You can also tap off some of your paint. If you have too much paint on your blending brush, you can tap that off onto a paper towel or a rag or something like that, just to remove some of that excess paint. I found that this paper was so easy to blend with. It has a lot of different colors in it, and it almost looks like it's textured or something like that. So it was so easy to mimic the colors and the designs in the paper. Anyways, let's just do some super fast footage here, and you guys can just watch me blend out this paper.
Using this 3X triple thick polyurethane, and I'm just sealing over top of everything. I'm not adding any stain. I just love the natural look of the wood. I want to keep it that way. This will darken it a little bit, but not too much. It'll just look similar to when I put on the wood conditioner.
And it's almost finished. I put the back piece back on it. I'm just using these same nails and just putting them through the existing holes that were already there. Then I'm going to add the shelf bracket hardware back on. And let's have a quick look at the before we check out the final reveal. Let me know what you guys think down in the comments. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I hope I have inspired you today. I hope you consider liking and subscribing, and I just hope you have an awesome day. Thanks again, you guys. Bye.